Hi there, we are in the Okavango Delta, and this zebra is hungry. Let's try and help the zebra get to the delicious green grass. Along the way you will meet carnivorous heterotrophs, such as crocodiles and lions, so be careful. They will help you understand what trophic levels are, and also learn about energy transfer through a food web. This simulation uses voiceovers. If you don't have audio, click the speaker symbol in the top right corner of your lab pad to switch the play mode. If you disable the sound effects, the lab pad will pop up whenever there are instructions to read. Select the audio setup you prefer. To mute individual audio options, simply select them. Click Continue to learn how to navigate through your mission. Using the lab pad is an important way to get the most out of this simulation. Is this the first time you've played a labster simulation? This is your lab pad. Use the lab pad at any time to access relevant theory about the lab, or additional instructions on what to do next. You can slide down the lab pad by clicking anywhere on the background. Try it out. Well done. When your lab pad is lowered you can listen to me without having to click continue. You can interact with highlighted objects. Arrows help you in finding their location. Now click on the corner of your lab pad to raise it. The lab pad will guide you through the virtual lab and store all the information you collect while playing. Click Continue to proceed. Make sure you read the information in this white text box carefully. You won't be able to access it anymore after you click Continue. You can access all relevant information in the 4 tabs above. Right now, you're in the Home tab. Click on the Theory tab to learn about the 4 lab pad tabs. Use your mouse wheel or drag the gray bar on the right side of the lab pad to scroll down. Scroll down now and click on the option on the bottom of the page. You can rotate the camera by clicking and dragging your cursor to the side. Click on the background to lower your lab pad and try it out. If you ever get stuck somewhere you can click me for help. During the simulation I will ask you multiple choice questions with 4 options. Only one is correct. Let's try it out. What is my name? Click on the Theory tab to find out. Well done. That's the correct answer. When you answer a quiz question correctly, your score goes up. You get 10 points if you answer the question correctly on the first try. For every additional attempt, 2 points are subtracted from your score. This question is not scored, that's why the score in the top left corner of your lab pad is still on 0. The lab pad can also show you images relevant for the simulation. After being shown, they will be unlocked and available in the Media tab. Click the View Image button to have a look at the hazardous symbols that you may encounter in this lab. You can track your progress in the Mission tab. Go to the Mission tab if you want to get an overview of your work or load from a checkpoint. You can also see your progress and the virtual lab time on the top right of the lab pad. Every time you begin a lab, the clock on the lab pad will read 8 a.m. Good job. Now you know how to use all the lab pad functions. It's time to get hands-on. To interact with the objects in the lab, click on them once. Hover over an object to view its tooltip. If an object is out of view, arrows appear on the edge of your field of vision showing you which way to turn in order to find the object. Are you ready to start your mission? Perfect, then let's get started. The best way to learn about trophic levels is to explore by clicking around the scenery. Remember, you will learn from your mistakes, so there are no wrong answers here. Try clicking the less obvious choices. Can you help me figure out what the zebra eats, and then who eats the zebra? Come on, let's place the zebra in its correct trophic level. Before we gallop too far ahead, let's explore some words we use to describe feeding behavior. Autotrophs make their own food, heterotrophs eat someone else. Mixotrophs do a bit of both. We will encounter all 3 types today. Let us try to find a good food type for the zebra. Click on the food the zebra would like to eat. Zebras are herbivores, or with a fancy word primary consumers. They eat plants like this one. Photoautotrophs are the ones that take light and create cellulose and other things required to be a plant. Mixotrophs get their raw energy and nutrients from a combination of, say, sunlight and eating. Mixotrophs could be carnivorous plants or orchids. Orchids take some nutrients from fungi too. Click the blue hologram to follow the zebra. You will have to answer a question about food chains to cross the river without being eaten. An example of a simple food chain would be how the autotroph or grass is eaten by a herbivore, such as a zebra. The zebra is then eaten by another heterotroph, the predator, such as a lion. Oh, I forgot what a mixotroph is. Could you help me? Good thing you didn't mix those up. Mixotrophs can be carnivorous plants, such as the pitcher plant. A less well-known mixotroph is the sea slug Elysia chlorotica. The slug incorporates chloroplasts into the surface of its body, allowing it to photosynthesize. But enough about slugs, let's feed a zebra. I have a challenge for you. Let's see if the crocodile will feed on your zebra. Let us place the crocodile in a food chain. For it to fit in there we need to add some links for it to feed on. Click the primary producer first. Click the primary producer. Phototastic. Exactly, herbivores like the zebra eat plants, which are also called photoautotrophs. Now it gets a little simpler. Click on the primary consumer before the crocodile eats you. Hurry and click on the correct answer before the crocodile eats the zebra. Click on the primary consumer. You are the fittest zebra I've seen all day. Now click the predator, the crocodile, before it eats the zebra, or worse, eats you. Hurry now. Click on a crocodile. That caught those crocs in the food chain where they can't harm you. Well done. You can now cross the river. Click the blue hologram to cross the river. Pick a flower. Will you look at that plant? It has small sacs to digest mosquitoes and flies. What sort of word should we describe this with? Ding ding ding, plantastic. You did it again. Yes, a mixotroph is an organism that gets its nutrients from multiple sources. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. I'm sure we can learn lots about trophic levels from it. Go to the elephant. Where does the elephant fit in the food chain? Click where the elephant fits in the food chain.
That was a silly question. I don't fit in that food chain. Nutrients flow from the bottom towards the top of a trophic pyramid. Trophic levels are a way of describing an organism's position in a food web. In the first level, we place the autotrophs. Lower your lab pad to see an example. Then there's a level with heterotrophs, that is to say organisms that eat other organisms. Nutrient flows from the bottom towards the top of a trophic pyramid. And then there's a number of other levels. Here we'll only focus on the carnivores as the last heterotroph level. As we go up in the pyramid, the amount of biomass decreases. Imagine what would happen if there were many more predators than grazers.
Where would you place the big, healthy bull elephant? Click the correct trophic level. Click on the screen where you think the elephant fits.
Elephantastic. That's exactly where I fit. I'm a big herbivore, or primary consumer, though I'm not eaten like the zebra is, as I'm just too big and strong once fully grown. You truly are a remarkable human.
I am curious, do you have a suggestion on why this elephant doesn't fit in the food chain? But we can still place it in the trophic pyramid? That's correct. Each trophic level in a trophic pyramid usually holds different organisms. As you know, trophic pyramids describe how much biomass is available to the next level in the pyramid. Food chains and food webs describe direct transfer. Place the elephant in the food web.
Thank you. That's exactly where I belong. I eat grass, but once I'm fully grown, and as long as I stay healthy, I'm not hunted by anyone. And since I don't mind zebras, you may pass.
Click the blue hologram to move past the elephant. What is a trophic level? You are a magical being, you know that. A trophic level is a way of organizing organisms with similar feeding strategies into a hierarchical structure. Click the blue hologram to move towards the tall grass. Now go on, move through the grass.
Yum yum, that was a tasty lunch, thank you so much.
Move past the grass to help a sick lion.
You know what, as a lion I don't cook my food, and someone tiny takes advantage of that. I've got worms and other parasites and it just so unpleasant. At the same time, I'm fighting to understand the concept of parasites in a trophic level, and that's giving me a headache as well. I would really love it if you could help me understand where parasites fit in the food web you just described.
Let's help the lion out. Here's a fun challenge for you. Click on the simple food web, seen on the hovering screen, where you think the parasite belongs. Click on the food web where you believe the parasite fits.
Yep, you could say that parasites belong here. Some parasites, which have the majority of their life cycle in animals, have their eggs linger in feces, in water or on the ground. Some even have their eggs present in snails and other small animals. If you want to avoid parasites from vegetables, don't be a zebra, wash or cook them.
Nice, that's definitely a place where you could say there are parasites. A grazer, which could be a zebra, often serves as an intermediate host for parasites. You might find larvae or adults living in the zebra.
A grazer, which could be a zebra,
Often serve as intermediate host for parasites. You might find larvae or adult life stages in the zebra. This was not the answer I'm looking for, but there are cases where this holds true. Try clicking the big cat to explore what parasites it might contain.
Click on where the adult life stages can be found.
So you're the kind that likes picking the low-hanging fruits, eh? Yes, an apex predator is likely to contain the adult life stages of various parasites. One study reports 19 different parasites found in lions. Amazing, you clicked on all the spots. You managed to uncover the placement of a parasite in relation to this simple food web. Why is the same species shown in several trophic levels? That's not left, but right. Living organisms have different stages of life, and many of those fit into different trophic levels. Thank you so much for helping me understand the parasites. It didn't cure my stomachache, but it did help my headache caused by my lack of knowledge. Now you know what a trophic level is, and how to use a food web. Before you go, have a look around and enjoy the scenery. See you next time.
Let me ask you one last question. Do you feel like you gained relevant knowledge during this simulation? Thank you for your feedback. Your score has been saved together with your 100% progress. Congratulations, you have completed the simulation. We hope you enjoyed it and you feel wiser now.